the Association for Applied and Therapeutic Humor, AATH.org. Association of Applied and Therapeutic Humor.org is a non-profit, member-driven international community of humor and laughter professionals and enthusiasts. AATH provides its members the education, cutting-edge resources and supportive community they need to excel in the practice and promotion of healthy humor. Members include scholars, psychologists, counselors, allied healthcare practitioners, nurses, social workers, physicians, funeral doctors, business executives, human resource managers, educators, clergy, hospital clowns, speakers, trainers, and many others who incorporate humor in their life and work. No matter how serious your topic, everyone who steps on stage needs to add humor to their presentation. Actually, the more serious your topic, the more you need some yucks. Let me use an example of something very unfunny to prove my point. The genocide in Darfur. Recently, a speaker came to me needing a punch-up for his speech to encourage volunteerism in Darfur. Needless to say, his speech was serious business. I had no idea how we could find the funny in such depressing subject matter. I was like writing Auschwitz the musical without the help of Mel Brooks. What could I do? My only option was to dig deep for the details, because that's where humor hides, in the specifics, in the obstacles rather than in overall topic. Turns out he had a few problems that needed solutions. He was in fierce competition with other non-profits for a limited number of dollars, which sounded like a contestant on a game show. You must choose between these two suitcases. Suitcase 1 is dollars of Darfur, and suitcase 2 is Twitter for troubled thoughts. His second big issue was credibility. Donors are never sure whether they can trust a charity, which sounds like dating. I mean, they invited me to the gala dinner, but then they never returned my calls. I think they are wooing that woman with the bigger checkbook, relating something very niche, dark, specific, that is unfunny, to something very mainstream or light, but still specific, will help to guide you toward funny. Don't cheat yourself out of the discovery process. Explore the depths of the darkness. Explore the problems. Have the guts to delve into the details. Where you find laughs might surprise you. We comics make lists of possible funny stuff all the time. Most civilians will stop when they can't make something funny after 3 tries. Working comics will try 20 more times. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. You're right. It's a numbers game. Okay, okay. Take a card and upload these trees in all over the areas. Okay. All right. First record, then upload in this and then G5 and W5. Game just like sales. The more you try, the better chance you have of hitting on something funny. Oh wow. So, try out the different exercises in this chapter. If you find you are trying too hard or feeling frustrated, move on to another exercise. Some will work for you and some won't. Remember, comedy is supposed to be funny, and doing the comedy pass on your speech should be a hoot. There is nothing so dreary as some so serious about comedy. Lighten up and enjoy yourself. The best place to start, look right in the mirror. How to get laughs in your opinion? You are enough just as you are. Speakers think they have to change their personalities in order to seem funny. They try to loosen up, be more physical on stage, and even get a little nasty. No. Funny comes from truth, sometimes the painful truth. Don't change who you are. Acknowledge the truth of who you are. Make fun of the obvious. Wow. Welcome and hello world. Acknowledge me. See yourself in a way an audience sees you. Acknowledge the truth of who you are. Let's face it, Mr. Roman Reigns. But okay, when a speaker steps on stage, they are facing an inherent hostility toward know-it-alls. The best way to curb that judgment and diffuse hostility is to do some light-hearted self-mocking, having the guts to get a laugh at your own expense can appease even the harshest critic. Poking fun at yourself. Poking fun at yourself not only creates laughter, it creates likability. We all love people who don't take themselves so seriously. Take seriously, but don't take so seriously. Seriously, take seriously. And besides, the first part of your speech is about problems, so why not start with your own? That's right. That's not an expanding waistline. That's a punchline. That's a punchline. When I boasted that my book, The Comedy Bible, could make anyone funny. Could make anyone funny. National Public Radio put me to the test to do a comedy makeover on the most unfunny, humor impaired person they could find. I agreed, and Captain John Hinzel was picked. He is a Navy officer at Port Hueneme, California, who lectures on the history of civil engineering. The captain had a special talent of making a boring topic even more boring. He was supposed to educate the cadets, but the problem was he was putting them to sleep. His wife also complained about his ability to clear a room. When he told a story, he spoke in a deep, robotic monotone that made Mr. Spock sound exciting. Captain John Hinzel was a buzzkill, and he knew it. Judy and he knew. Judy, I know I'm so serious. Can you help me be funnier? How do I get more confident, more animated, more relaxed when I speak in front of others? John was approaching being funny and entertaining the way most people do. They assume that they have to change, be something other than their drab selves. That's far from the truth. Actually, when speakers try to be funny is when they become inauthentic and off-putting. The captain was shocked to find out that his comedy makeover didn't include changing his personality. It included making fun of it. I told John, I don't want you to change. I don't want you to change. I don't want you to talk faster or use more modulation when you speak. Talk. Or smile more, or wear party hats. That's not who you are. Trying to be funny makes you unfunny. Well, then how can I be funny? What do people joke about behind your back? I asked. The captain had a list of the things that people joked about him. His seriousness, his monotone, his emotionless tone. The next time the captain did his presentation in front of his cadets, he said, I know you think I'm uptight. Okay. Yeah. And uptight. Well, I just want you to know. That last night I got wild. I drank milk one day past the expiration date. Oh my god. One day passed the expiration date. The place fell apart. If I want to get a laugh when you first come on stage, the best way is to joke about something obvious about you that the audience sees. Make it make comedy fit. When making fun of yourself, it has to relate to your message. You can't just have a joke for the sake of having a joke and then back to your speech. The joke has to illustrate a point. One of the best ways to use this during the problem. So you might be talking about how difficult their lives are and then say, I know how you feel. Look at me. Then go into one of these formulas. Exercise. Make fun of yourself respectfully. 1. Make a list of what people see when you walk on stage. Your weight, hairline, age, gender, clothes and attitude. Anything that makes you different can be comedy gold. Case study, I know what you are thinking. Speaker and stand-up comic Diane Kawasaki. Kawasaki is a little person. She creates quite a buzz as she comes on stage, as she is all of 3 feet 4 inches tall. She is also of Asian heritage. After the audience gets a good look at her, she takes a pause and then says with attitude, I know what you are thinking, so let's clear this up right away. The politically correct term is Asian American. People laugh so hard they literally fall off their chairs. Wow. 2. Make a list of any qualities you think the audience might notice, such as whiny voice, seriousness, awkwardness, aggressiveness, high energy, low energy. Note that none of these things should be funny, but they should all be real. Keep your list focused on the things the audience can actually see or notice. I'm short is better than I'm lactose intolerant. Oh my god. I'm short is better than. Okay, so I'm short is better than I'm lactose intolerant. Okay. 3. Using the lists you have created. Play with these formulas. I know what you are thinking. Formula. I know what you are thinking. Act out of what the audience is thinking. I.e., boy, does she know that her hair is the color of Cheetos? Then give a retort. Yes, I do know, and actually, part-time I donate my to guide head to guide planes into the gates at the airport. Stupid question with funny retort formula. People say stupid things about you when you are insert quality. Okay, when you are this. I say this. Insert funny retort. Have you ever had someone say something stupid and then a week later you thought, oh, I know what I should have said in response. Using this formula, you can recreate the stupid thing that someone said about you and what you should have said when it happened. Make a list of stupid things people say to you and see if you can find a funny retort. Award-winning humorist Jenny Robertson gets reams of laughter by joking about the odd things people say to her regarding her 6 feet 2 inch height. It is very less amount session that to 18 minutes, within 18 minutes. Okay, weekly session, and the speaker will be talking about all those 5 areas, and all people, all students, workers, men, women of the world are watching, and this session is going in all over the world, in all over the country, in their language specifically, and that too live, as a webinar as well, you can say. Okay, that's a great idea. And each weekend, yes, for next 7 days, and then and after that next weekend for next 7 days, what they will do in relationship, in their health, little thing, not too much, little in every area. It's like, it's like simple. Keep it super simple. Okay, don't make too lengthy. I am learning for you, and I am making short session for you. Just watch and do these things in these 7 days, and done. You are good to go. Okay, and hashtag create happy life. Create healthy, happy life forever, for all. Okay, people are always asking me silly questions. How is the weather up there? How tall are you? I was on a plane and a woman commented, "Wow, you are tall." I looked down at myself and said, "Oh my gosh, I wasn't when I got on the plane. It must be the peanuts. It must be the peanuts." The audience roars. As Jenny says, my message is to show people how to laugh at the things that we can't change. Whoa. Hey. That we can't change. Wires are getting. So sorry about that. Why are you calling on stage? Be a gentleman. Come on. What did you just say? Never mind. How are you doing? How are you doing? Using funny retorts when quoting statistics. In chapter 10, I suggest using statistics or quotes to give credence to the problem. You can bounce off these statistics or quotes to get a laugh. The formula is to give the quote or statistic and then insert your funny comment or disagreement. Oh my gosh. Your funny comment or disagreement. I presented summarized author and comedic speaker Dale Irwin with a few quotes and statistics. Here is what came up with. Statistic: 1/3 of Americans feel they are living with extreme stress, says USA Today. Dale retort, and the other 2/3 are giving it to them. Quote: Charles Darwin said, "A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life." Dale's retort, but a man who has discovered the value of Xbox will waste the rest of his life. Discovered the value of Xbox. Oh my gosh, what do you mean by that? Xbox. Okay, the value of Xbox, I don't know. He made account on Xbox. Yeah, but he was a very clear in his mind that I want to live a good life. I want to give good life to my mom, to my family, and to forever. Great, Mr. Jimmy, brother. Now you tried. Make a list of stupid things people say to you, or what people in the audience might be thinking about you, and see if you and your buddy can find a funny retort. Some of you might not have an obvious characteristic that you can joke about. No worries. Just move on to the next comedy formula. Don't bother making up something people might say. If they are not saying stupid things, congrats, you have got smart friends. Great, man. That's what I'm saying. Comedy formula: self-mocking, reluctant admission. Anyway, the beauty of the reluctant admission is that there is no limit on how many times you can use it. Use it during any story or whenever you over exaggerate a statistic or a result. There is something very funny about someone admitting that they lied or exaggerated something, and even more funny and endearing when the honesty comes from a respected professional. In this exercise, you make a big, bold statement of truth and then reluctantly admit that you were caught telling a lie. Here is the formula. Lie admission 1 lie. Second admission 1 quiet. Third admission 2 quieter. Third anyway ANY WAY anyway loud anyway Number 5, continue with speech. So lie admission 1 quiet. Okay, admission 2 quieter. Anyway loud. Continue with speech. Here is how to put it into action. Reluctant admission. You need to find a coach that inspires, motivates, and will push you to your physical limits. My swim coach has me. My swim coach has me swimming 500 meters each and every day. Actually, it's more like 100 meters daily. Well, okay, 6 laps around the hot tub always. 6 laps. Elliot Hope, professional speaker, body language. The truth lies here. Okay, lie, bragging. I lost 120 pounds. Admission 1 quiet. Well, I didn't exactly lose all of it at once. Admission 2 quieter. Well, actually I just lost and gained the same 10 pounds 12 times. Yes, 12 times. 12 into 10, 120 pounds. Okay, so 12 times. Anyway, loud. Continue with message. But today, I'm going to show you how you can make a difference in your health and maybe not lose 120 pounds but 5 pounds. But 5. I was so excited to find this formula, but here is the secret. It only works if you say anyway, really loudly, and then quickly move on. Getting laughs can be finicky. Sometimes changing one word can make the difference between a laugh and no laugh. So using the list of defects, you move above. Give this one a try by turning a defect into an initial brag and then have to admit that you are lying. Use the formula above. This formula always works. Well, maybe not always in every situation. Okay, it only works between the hours of 8 am and 10 am. Anyway, get it. Comedy formula. Self-mocking the mashup. Warning. Don't lie about your mashup. Only joke about your religious, cultural, or ethnic stereotype if you actually are that religion, culture, or ethnicity. Yes, if you actually are in that, of that, in that religion, ethnicity, or and culture. Okay, because you are that, and if you are that, then if you are in that, if you are that, you whatever, if you will make fun of that thing, is even if, then you will be respectful, because you must respect that now, and you respect, so you will be respectful, and people will understand also that okay, he and doing this, he is his part. But if you will make other religions fun of other, you can do it very carefully. Okay, so but the thing is, that is danger. Okay, if that is related to you, then it's okay. Corporations are particularly sensitive to politically incorrect jokes. Okay, sensitive to politically incorrect jokes. But if you are joking about yourself, human resources can't take issue with it. Okay, but if you are joking about yourself, human resources can't take issue with it. It's hard to listen to speakers who qualify as experts by dawning on and with lists of information that don't include a laugh. I'm from blah blah blah. I went to school in blah blah blah, and I got a degree in blah blah blah. Boring. This is a lost opportunity for a laugh. Here is a way to introduce your credentials that I call the mashup. Again, it's hard to listen to speakers who qualify as experts by droning on and on with lists of information that don't include a laugh. I'm from blah blah blah. I went to school in blah blah blah, and I got a degree in blah blah blah. Boring. This is a lost opportunity for our laugh. Here is a way to introduce your credentials that I call the mashup. Let's say, for instance, you want to tell the audience that you are a nurse and a stand-up comic. All you have to do is to add that moves. All you have to do is to add the words. So that means I, and then add the mashup of the stereotype. For example, speaker and comic Jody Oliverio said, I'm a nurse and a stand-up comic, so that means that I never get a break from essays. Here is how you use the mashup formula. Where to use the mashup? Consider using the mashup during the step 2, the credentials portion of your speech. It's a great way to get a laugh while also bragging without bragging. Make people laugh and they'll actually remember your credentials instead of being turned off by your bravado, by your bravado, by your bravado, by your by your bravado. Mr. Irritation, yeah, baby. Exercise, mash it up. You may need some help to use this comedy formula, so let's do some brainstorming. Oh my God, my life was there. Excuse me, sorry. Make a list of your ethnicity, parents, nationalities, your hobbies. Hobbies, yes, yeah, man, yeah. And your current and past professions. And your current and past professions. Pick 2 of the items you wrote above. Great, man. And your current and past professions. Great. Pick 2 of the items you wrote above and put them in the formula below. Excuse me. You may not know this, but I'm half this and half, or you can say, but oh God, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God on this day before. Thank God. Thank God for being with me, guiding me. Thank you very much for everything. For past, present and future. Part this, okay. And half, or you can say part this or part that. Or I'm an engineer during the day and an actor at night. I'm an engineer during the day and an actor at night. Okay, so that means I am this. Okay, funny. Okay, now that you have got them laughing through your first minutes on stage, let's bump up the laughs on the problem section of your speech. On the problem section of your speech. How to get laughs as you introduce the problem. Those of you who have read the Comedy Bible know it's not the subject matter that's funny. It's what you do with it that makes people laugh. And how will you get that laugh? What you do with it? So, what you do with it? How will you do? How will you figure out? If you will write minimum 10 minutes every day, something funny on these things, on your ethnicity, parents, nationalities, your hobbies, and your current and past professions, your hobbies means 5 years, 5 areas and pillars of life, of healthy, wealthy, happy life, healthy, rich, happy life. The problem section of your speech is a natural for mining laughs. Getting laughs when detailing the audience's problems serves two purposes. serves two purposes. Okay, so my session will be like a vacation, better than vacation. I told you, it's a status. It's a great status in itself. It is greatness, and people can feel this because it's reality. It's attitude and reality. So attitudes are important in fact that is happening. And oh my God, are you serious? Maybe. Come on, purposes. That's think then. One, laughter makes the audience happy and entertains them. Wow. Two, turning their problems into punchlines is transformational. Oh my gosh, great things. Yeah, is transformational. Thank you, Demi, for opening so quickly. Thank you, God. The first point is obvious, and anyone who books speakers knows that speakers who entertain as well as educate get more bookings and higher fees. But the second point is less obvious. When someone can laugh at a problem, it tends to make the problem seem smaller in size and more manageable. Once someone can laugh at a problem, they feel they have more power over it, and it doesn't dominate their lives. In truth, getting the audience to laugh at their problems can be even more powerful than your upcoming action steps. But it has to be done. It has to be done in the right way. It can't appear that you are mocking the audience, or not taking their problems seriously, and not taking their problems seriously. Okay. Yeah, what do you believe? Watchable. You can't poke fun, as your mom used to say. You have to walk a fine line between getting a laugh and still being respectful and treating the problem seriously. Sometimes just revealing you know about the problem is enough to get a laugh. You know about the problem is enough to get laugh. From my research interview with a pet food company, I learned that a big employee complaint was that they were only allowed one picture on their desk. I simply acted out that problem. It's hard just having one picture on your desk, because you have to decide who that's going to be. You are going cat or husband? Cat. Huge laugh. Oh my God. Excuse me. If that husband is Mr. Stephen Johnson, there is no cat. There is dog. Come on, man. Just kidding. Okay. Then she 100% she will choose in most of the time to husband. Okay, it's hard just having one picture on your desk, because you have to decide who that's going to be. You are going cat or husband. Cat. Huge laugh and applause. There are two big rules. Wow. There are two big rules about joking about your client's problems. The first is this: always remember you are out. Okay. Always remember. Okay. Always remember you are outsider. Human being. Improving always daily forever. Improved. Okay. I was playing a small town that was not exactly a tourist destination. In fact, when I looked at the newspaper to see what was going on in town, I saw a picture of myself that gave me an idea. Since I had time the day before, I walked around town with my camera taking pictures of possible tourist attractions. I took a picture of a bait shop, calling it the freshest sushi in the world. I took a picture of their tattoo parlor and called it an art museum. What did you do that to these two babies? Huh? I took a picture of a bait shop, calling it the freshest sushi in the world. I took a picture of their tattoo parlor and called it an art museum. Oh my God, called it an art museum. Yeah, actually. Oh wow. The slideshow got big laughs and I thought it was very successful. Then I checked my email. Thanks for flying in from LA to make of our home. It's a better place now that you are not here. Ouch! What happened? Ouch! Okay, ouch. Alright. Ouch. Now there will always be a few people in the audience who just don't have a sense of humor. But my job is not to turn people off. Reevaluating the next time I did this, I set it up a bit differently by telling them that I was looking for funny things, but I ended up finding some of the most powerful people in the world, and you can't find that where I live. No hate mail that time. A learning experience. So when you are an outsider, you want to make sure that you are respectful of where your clients live, how they talk, and your differences. You need to be the butt of your jokes and not them. Yeah, means base of the joke, not them. So now when an audience laughs, I say thanks for laughing. Wow. Great, I love this. Thanks for laughing. First time I've heard. Okay, I've read. Great. Thanks for laughing. Thanks for reading. Thanks for doing what you're doing. Thanks for doing. Thanks for being respectful. I love this. God bless you. Okay, I say thanks for laughing. Nobody laughs in Los Angeles. They can't too much Botox. Huge laugh, and now I'm one of them. The second rule is never diss the person signing your check. That one needs no explanation. Never diss anybody, man. Why? If the person is making too much unnecessary stuff, if stuff, then you can simply say that, come on, are you okay? Is there something problem going on? Are you okay? I'm seriously asking, are you okay? because you are making trouble. Okay, yeah, I'm behaving well, just you must behave well, or I must call the seniors. That one needs no explanation. Okay, now with those, so pow and po CV, yeah. No, possible. Possible. Quickly shift, possible. That person will, okay, quickly change. Okay, now with those two rules are out of the way, let's talk about things you can do to be funny. In the someone is eating malai, and if I'll go and stop, what will happen? Hey, why are you stopping me? So instead of that, go with group, call your group, whether that any person, Rapido, Blinkit, anybody, or police, even better, and go for solution. Funny, in the problem section of your speech, there are different techniques you can use to present the audience's problem. You can use some of them, all of them, or just one of them. That's up to you. They all work. Okay, so before that, I should talk and inform to all of the courts, lower, high, supreme, all of the police stations of India, then USA, then global, and all of the institutions which is handling these departments. Okay, this area, women empowerment, and then should do something, right? It will be like magical. Oh my God, how is doing? It's not possible, but it is possible if you go with good understanding. Okay, yeah, that's the same thing is happening. So I'll not be getting beaten up. Yeah, because I am with whom? I am with this, and it's great because everyone will be saying, oh great, he is smart, he is good intention guy. Because one more thing, good intentional person is the greatest person in the world. Even that person is poor, rich, black, white, okay, man, woman, small, big, fat, thin, whoever, a good intentional person is greatest person in the world. Okay, so be good intentional person, be respectful, be kind, be confident also. If someone is making you uncomfortable, not respecting you, then you should be stand for yourself, for your respect. So be confident also. Okay, there are a lot of power you have, government, police, lawyer. Just talk to them, they will get fear. And read about that law about this problem. Someone is teasing me, what is the law about this problem? Okay, they all work. Yes, they all work also. Alright, here is the main thing. You can use some of them, all of them, or just one of them. That's up to you. They all work. Okay, now this. There are different techniques of you can use the present. You can use to present the audience's problem. You can use some of them, all of them, or just one of them. One of them. That's up to you. They all work. Comedy formula. List of 3. Just like 3 is the magic number for action steps in a speaker's speech. In a speaker's speech. In a speaker's speech. There is a magic number in comedy. There is a magic number in comedy. There has a comedy rhythm that just works using the list of 3 formula. A comic sets up a pattern on the first 2 serious ideas and then turns on the third. Comics use this formula constantly, and you should feel free to incorporate it into many sections of your speech. For example, do I have this comedy? Come on, let's make a session around it. Okay? I like Florida. Everything is in the 80s. The temperature, the ages, and the IQs. George Carlin. George Carlin. The first 2 set up a pattern of expectancy, and the third one is the surprise. Speakers can use this formula to get a laugh by putting the problems as the third one, so it comes as a surprise to the audience. So when I was hired to speak to a cosmetics company, I was told management would be announcing that there would be no bonuses. That year, management actually asked me to do something funny with that. Boy, that was a tough assignment, but using this formula helped me to come up with a laugh. I also knew prior to my keynote the audience would be doing a workshop on conceptual selling, so my list of 3 was: I understand that you learned today about conceptual selling. That means 1, you aren't selling lipstick but rather the concept of beauty. Correct. Perfect. Thank you. 2, it's not about the mascara but the concept of glamour. Yeah. Vita mascara. And list amazed. Yeah. Okay. 3, and I guess it's not about the money. And I guess it's not about the money, but the concept of bonus. Of a bonus. People literally fell off their chairs. Now that's a good joke. The list of 3 is a powerful comedy formula that depends on an authentic setup, leading the audience down a path and then surprising the audience on the third one, or what we comics call the turd. Those of you techies who use PowerPoint can benefit from this by having a surprise when you do bullet points. Example, list of 3. It's tough being a teacher these days. You are expected to do a lot more than just teach. You have to navigate school politics. You have got to keep the parents happy. You have got to You have got to squeeze into that bulletproof vest. Hierarchy Cutler, professional speaker and teacher. Wow. So, those of you techies who use PowerPoint can benefit from this by having a surprise when you do bullet points. Oh my god, wow, great, awesome, my god, thank you, my god. That third bullet point should be a doozy. Remember, keeping the audience laughing will keep you employed. Yep. Will keep you employed. Great. Okay, exercise the list of 3. Get a feel of this formula by practicing creating list of 3 by filling in the turns of these unfinished lists. There are 3 subtle clues you are not getting your annual raise. Subtle and obvious. 1. Sales are down. 2. The cutback on office supplies. And 3. Insert your turn, i.e. and the CEO has a second job as a pole dancer. There are 3 subtle clues that your relationship might be on the rocks. The rocks. 1. You have stopped communicating. 2. You don't hug. You don't hug at night. 3. Insert some clue that's huge and obvious, i.e. she is issued a restraining order. Go through your list of problems that you created in chapter 10 and see if you can create a list of 3. Write out a setup that relates to the problem, such as there are 3 subtle clues that you are stressed or not healthy, going to get fired. Then make the first 2 subtle and the last one obvious. The big, try it. You'll love it when you get laughs. Select the purple cow ideas and then make a great relationship with authorities in early basis. Come with them that I am backed by that and solve everything. Oh, whole globe. Let's go for it. Come on, for 3 years, man. Come on, let's have fun. Let's change forever. Comedy formula. Funny frustrations. This is a great way to poke fun of some of the industry terms that are a part of the vocabulary that the audience uses. The formula goes like this. Not too much. Yeah. You may not know this, but industry term is actually this term, language derived from Latin, navajo, etc. meaning this insert problem.
Still like the strudel? Look at her. Yeah, I like that strudel. Come on in here to the ring. Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Hey, be a gentleman, man. Over in the ring. What do you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed
For instance, if
here.
if you are talking to entrepreneurs and one of their problems and one of
I got black doors in the double X, if you know what I'm saying. You know. No, I'm kidding. Gotta wrap it up in a little while.
and one of their problems is not being able to set boundaries between their work and their profession and their personal life. You might want to use this formula to say, you may not know this, but entrepreneur is actually a French term meaning I work in my underwear. Underwear.
Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Hey, be a gentleman, man. Over in the ring. What do you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost
Case
proposed to
study.
her.
Darren Lacroix, 2001 Toastmasters World Championship of Public Speaking. Oh, acted in all characters, in all BPTs, all even GPTs. Yeah, there are a lot of GPTs and BPTs. That's enough.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow. No better? Yep. When Darren arrives at a gig,
How you doing, Lillian?
he observes what he can plug into this funny frustration formula.
Come on in here in the ring.
Sustain the well moments. That's the success.
What do you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost
Peace,
proposed.
positive,
What happened?
polite,
Out there.
prosperous.
What kind of underwear you got?
Okay, by picking PPR. By picking something that everyone has experienced, he is guaranteed a laugh. As he says, I observed that there was an unusual long walk at the Vegas Rio Hotel to get to the meeting rooms. Then I overheard people complaining about how far meeting rooms were from hotel rooms. Early in my speech, I said, "Welcome to the Rio Hotel." To the Rio Hotel. You might not know this, but Rio is a Native American term meaning long flipping hallway, killer opening, as they all could relate, and it showed that Darren's speech was not candid. As Darren says, if you are giving a speech on presentation skills, rather than simply saying that most PowerPoint uses are boring, use this formula to give the same information and get a laugh as well. You may not know this, but PowerPoint is a Sanskrit term, okay, meaning boring. Oh, boring as presentation. No, kill me. Okay, in order to do this exercise, pick one of the industry words that is a part of the problem of the audience. This could be the name of a problematic computer system. So the so-called help desk, complicated computer procedure, ROI, return on investment report, ROI. When to use the FFF, a great place to use the FFF means funny frustration formula, is When talking about the problem, it's a surefire way to illustrate the audience's frustration and get a laugh. Frustration, audience's frustration and get a laugh. LAUGH, laugh.
How you doing, Lillian?
So make a list of the industry terms familiar to your audience. Then make a list of the frustrations associated with the problems of the audience. The more negative the frustration, the funnier the joke will be. Now connect the two. Try them out with your speaking buddy and see if you get a laugh. Comedy formula, acronyms. Take the acronyms your audience uses at work and rework them into different meetings. You can use their acronyms to illustrate their problem in a funny way. Comic Steve Bluestein, not Steve Jobs now. Steve Bluestein.
Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost
Thank you,
proposed
Mr.
to her.
Steve Jobs. Sir.
Yeah, what happened? I ran out there.
We all love you forever.
What kind of underwear you got?
Comic Steve Bluestein was doing a speech for the Ford Motor Company.
Black doors.
And joked about their competition. I know you at Ford are concerned about quality. You don't want to end up like Fiat, which I believe means fix it again, Tony. Fix it again, Tony.
Look at her. Yeah, I like that doodle. Come on in here in the ring. Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Hey, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the ring. What you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week.
So again we start the way most joke writers start, by making a list. In this case,
What kind of underwear you got?
make a list of short signature words that are associated with the group you are speaking to. Yeah, 40. For instance, it could be the name of their payroll system, the name of their cafeteria, or one of their many acronyms. Then do a list of the frustrations associated with that item. Next, take one of their frustrations and see if you can express it by having it fit into an acronym of one of their terms.
I ran out there. What kind of underwear you got?
Okay, if you were speaking to the FBI and they had a party the night before, you could say okay, before you could say, looking at your eyes, I can see that FBI really stands for fairly deadly intoxication. Yeah.
How you doing, Lillian? Still like the strudel? Look at her. Yeah, I like that strudel. Come on in here in the ring.
Respectful.
Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Hey, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the ring.
Lovely.
Never mind. How you doing?
Safe.
I almost
Confident.
proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah, what happened? I ran out of beer.
Comedy formula. Top 10 list.
What underwear you got?
If you find yourself with long lists that won't fit into a list of 3, formula. Why not pull a David Letterman and create your own top 10 list of their problems? The trick here is to create a list that sets up the core promise of your speech. I do a top 10 list of ways no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, go ahead, hold the rope.
Okay. Ways you know you are stressed. Yeah. It includes things like number 10. When you come home from work before midnight, the dog thinks you are a burglar. Number 9. When you talk without holding your iPhone, your thumbs still move. So, create a setup based on your core promise, such as the top 10 ways you know you need to make more money. Your marriage is on the rocks. Oh, the rocks. Your company needs more customers, and so on. Start with number 10 and count backward. Okay, number 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go! 1, oh, go. Start with number 10 and count backward. Try it, it's fun and easier to jam or brainstorm with your buddy. Comedy formula: present the problem as a song or a rap. If you have a talent for music, singing or dancing, or all the things, it's always entertaining to present the problem with music. Wow. I used to write a rap about the specific stresses facing the audience, such as meeting to see why my meeting is late, meeting to see why I can't hit my date, want to know why I'm not completing, cause I'm not at stupid meeting. Oh my god, you are great hitting. Great, hell yeah, man. Even if you can't sing, or even if you can't sing, just for the fun of it, write out a song about their problem. Yeah, use rhymezone.com. Use rhymezone.com to help. Put some of the words from your research about the problem into this site and play with them. Even if you are never done anything like this, you might be surprised you can write a song. Wow! You can also use our well-known melody to help you along. Make up words and sing them to the tune of a pop song or nursery rhyme. Comedy formula: greatest hits. If you can't sing, or if it's just not your style, Darren Lacroix has found that the greatest hits formula is another way to turn an audience's problems into punchlines. Here is how Darren teaches this technique in his comedy boot camp for speakers. I let Darren explain how this formula works. The main thing is, criticizers don't know, man. They are not that much, understandable. They don't know that they have don't that type of experience what I have. That's why they are criticizing. But yeah, whatever I'm doing good. I'm doing. It's great. It's prosperous. It's successful. It's for everyone's success. It's healthy, wealthy, happy, and right wisdom, right understanding, right mindset, good mindset, happy mindset, and healthy and healthy hobby and happiness. I'm doing for these things and getting changed a lot of things. But even if someone is saying, well, it's okay, they don't know. So I don't take anyone's mistake. I always say that everyone is appreciating me, always, daily, forever. Okay, everyone is saying all the best, thank you very much, God bless you. Everyone is saying good job, great job. And that's why I always say to everyone that it's true. You are saying, I'm saying it, because whatever I'm doing, I'm doing first place. Thank you very much. All forever, for all forever. And in that all, I'm also obviously included. Step 1. Identify industry terms. I have my students identify heavily used industry terms. These are words or phrases that are used each and every day by the audience. An example might be DPI, dots per inch, or W, inkjet, W, or W, inkjet, winkjet, inkjet.
Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah. What happened? I ran out of beer. What kind of underwear you got?
W inkjet, short form of Windows inkjet, or bi monthly or fiscal. The lists go on and on. Step 2. List song titles. So he has controlled his own mind first. See, his mind is in control, and then he can control others. 4. Prosperous all forever. My students then make a list of popular song titles, keeping in mind the age group of their audience. Humor works best if the songs are easily recognized. Step 3. Mashup. Step 3. Mashup. I have my students mash up their list of industry terms with the list of their song titles, and they end up with titles like I'm too SC, or my DPI, or dots per inch, or let's get fiscal, or don't worry, bi-monthly.
How you doing, Lillian?
Step 4. Set up the laugh. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Hey, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the right. What did you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah. What happened? I ran out of beer. What kind of underwear you got?
Once my students have their list of fake songs, I have them frame the list with a setup something like, have you heard you can download the CEOs, or some recognizable person in the group greatest hits album on iTunes.
How you doing, Lillian?
iTunes.
Still like the strudel? Look at her.
iTunes. It's followed by the catchy title of album, and then they begin listing the songs. Listing the songs. Exercise greatest hits. Okay, he is not from inherited stuff. Okay, so he is not inherently came from the past wrestler's background, from family background. He is outside. Oh my God, that's good, man. Come on. If there is God, everything is same inside her. Exercise greatest hits. Even they say, using Darren LaCroix's Lacroix's steps. Make a list of the problem and song titles and see if you can add this exercise as a way of presenting the problem in a fun and creative way. Bad for life, good for comedy. Use a song, the top 10 list, the acronym
Oh, hell yeah.
list, the acronym or the greatest hits formula throughout discussing the problem. We have a saying in comedy: bad for life, good for comedy. Ho 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 ho. No, good for life as well.
Oh, go ahead and hold the rope.
It's saying only. It's the problems that we all have that make the best comedy material. And if you can get an audience to laugh at what is upsetting them,
No, nobody. I got black doors and a double X. If you know.
you are transforming them in that moment. You are transforming them in that moment.
You want to drink some beer? Medic, we drink a beer. Oh, hell yeah.
The Holy Grail, I've got the fine. The Holy Grail of comedy, the act out. Whether you are presenting a story about the problem or you are launching into your action steps, or you are winning them over
You almost proposed to her?
with your heart story. Using the act out technique is a must. It's a technique that should be used constantly throughout your entire speech. So make mastering these next few exercises a priority. The basic act out. Most dull speakers narrate their speech meaning that they narrate the ideas, stories and advice by talking directly to the audience.
How you doing, Lillian?
A more dynamic way is get your point across and tell stories is by doing what I refer to as the basic act out. When a speaker is doing an act out, he or she is no longer speaking to the audience, but rather is in a scene and speaking to another character in that scene. An act out is where a comic or a speaker performs the people in a scene and scores the big laughs instead of talking about. Someone or something, you perform it. For instance, here is the same idea presented as narration and as an act out. Wrong way. Narration. It's hard getting work done when you have to go out and feed the parking meter right in the middle of a meeting. Right way. Act out. It's hard getting work done when right in the middle of a meeting. Some guy jumps up and yells, "Oh my God! I've got to feed the meter. I'll be right back." And that's the CEO, Chief Executive Officer.
Look at her. Oh, yeah, I like that doodle. Come on in here in the rain. Oh, go ahead and hold the rope. Hey, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the rain. What did you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah. What happened? I ran out of beer. What color underwear you got?
Okay, CEO. As you can tell from the italicized. Okay. As you can tell from the italicized. Italicized. or italicized. Come on, italicized
Still like the strudel? Look at her.
sentence. The act out comes when you become a character to say, "Oh my God,
What do you say?
I've got to feed the meter."
I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her?
The act out, even if it doesn't get a laugh, makes a speech come alive with immediacy. The more the speaker embraces the full emotion and tones of the character, the better the laughs. Especially if you can convey the real frustrations of the problem, acting it out. The act out is used throughout your speech, especially when telling stories, rather than telling an audience what someone is saying. Become them, and act them out, taking on their
Hey, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the ring. What do you say? Never mind. How you doing?
taking on their mannerisms and vocal quality. Whomever you mention in your speech, act them out. But Judy, I'm not very good with doing voices or characters. That's
Beer? No, she's drinking beer. Oh, hell yeah.
That's okay. Neither am I. Act outs don't have to be Oscar winning performance, and don't worry about accuracy. If you are pretending to channel your mother or father, the comedy patrol isn't going to yank you off stage and say his mother sounds nothing like that. You don't even have to be able to do different voices. There is nothing more offensive than a male speaker raising his voice to a squeaky high voice.
I got black doors in the double X, if you know what I'm saying.
When doing an act out of his wife. Oh man.
Wrap it up.
Wow, man.
You want to drink some beer? No,
Wow. Mr. Dan Martel. Oh, great way you have given the answer to Mrs. Renee, ma'am. Rather be in your body, feel it, beat, and then say it.
I like that strudel. Come on in.
Okay, believe in it. Yeah, say it.
Hey, be a gentleman, man.
You don't need to drop to the ground, pretending to be a dog barking.
Where you got?
No need to be that dramatic. With that said, I believe that whomever you mention in a speech should be acted out. I don't mean breaking into a long scene, but I do think that whatever character you mention in your story deserves a short appearance. As you can imagine, some techies or novices have a hard time write the act out. I get it. It's completely outside your comfort zone. But guess what? Comedy is uncomfortable. Ah, yes, work. It's taking a risk. Just because something doesn't feel comfortable doesn't mean you shouldn't try it. You should try it.
Just between me, you and me. I won't tell nobody. I got black doors in the double X, if you know what I'm saying. You know. No, I'm kidding. Gotta wrap it up.
Warning: never use a joke you found on the internet or okay, you heard a comic performing during their set. Okay, that's called stealing, and it's not funny. Oh, ma'am, come on, stealing is or
Look at her. Oh, yeah.
that would be taste. Okay, I know. Yeah, I can understand.
Be a gentleman, man. Help her in the ring. What do you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week.
Okay.
Proposed to her? Yeah. What happened? Ran out of beer. What color underwear you got?
Stay, Steve. Job, sir.
I won't tell nobody. I got black doors in the double X.
great artist
You know. No, I'm kidding.
still.
Wrap it up in a little while now. Want to drink some beer?
Yeah,
Hey, we drink a beer. Oh, hell yeah.
that too. With taste.
How you doing, Lillian?
That too with own taste. Yeah.
Still like the strudel? Look at her. Oh, yeah, I like that strudel. Come on in here in the rain. Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Hey, be a gentleman.
Okay. Exercise the basic act out. Every person
Last week. You almost supposed to?
you mention your speech should be acted out. Go through your speech and underline every person you mention and make sure that you are acting them out. If you are uptight about acting someone out, then focus on their physical being rather than their voice. If you are telling a story about your mother, then see how she stands, leans over, walks, picks up something, answers the phone, stand like her. Does she hunch when she walks? Does she always have a finger out, reprimanding, shaking it?
Never mind. How you doing?
Does she chew gum,
You almost supposed to? Yeah, what happened?
bite her pencil, pull at her hair, stand stiffly, take her stance, become her, feel her. Okay, take her stance, become her, feel her. The voice will take care of itself when you take on another person's physical attributes. Whoa, come on. Comedy formula act out in inanimate objects and animals. The characters in act outs don't have to be people. As a matter of fact, it's pretty much a guaranteed laugh if you act out animals or inanimate objects. Robin Williams gives voice to a chair. I wonder what chair think about all day. Oops, here comes another asshole. Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Richard, that's too reality. Richard Pryor's heart talked to him in his joke.
Still like the strudel? Look at her.
Your heart gets mad. Think about dying. Think about dying now, aren't you? You didn't think about it when you was eating the pork. You didn't think about it when you were eating the pork. When you were eating the pork. One tip.
Gotta wrap it up in a little while now. Want to drink some beer?
One tip for doing these act outs is to do it as a character. There is nothing funnier than a cat with a New York accent. Yeah, want me to cuddle with you? Forget about it. Get a life.
Proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah, what happened? I ran out of beer. What kind of underwear you got?
Go through all your stories and see if you can add an act out of anything that isn't human. A tree, your keys, your car, your refrigerator. Oh, hello again, fatty. Oh, hello again, fatty. Oh, hello again, fatty. Weren't you just here 5 minutes ago? Adding humor takes guts. Many of my students are very nervous to try the techniques in this chapter.
Go ahead, hold the rope. Hey,
No more. Mr. Beast.
I almost proposed to her last week.
Mr. Rains,
Yeah, what happened?
you're taking my brothers. But there is always a big smile on their faces when they get the laugh. Boy, does that feel good. Try adding one humor piece each time you speak. You might find that after a year,
Bring some beers?
you are hilarious.
Hell yeah.
Being funny is not all in the writing, it's mostly in the performance. Let me help you. Let me help you with that. In the next chapter.
Hey, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the ring. What do you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed.
Hashtag G. Now,
Almost proposed to her?
part 3.
What happened?
Taking your message to the world. Hey, exclamation.
What do you got?
It's actually a person. Yeah. Hashtag G. Chapter 16. Performing the message of you from the page to the platform. Great. Now this part of the book is where I'm supposed to lecture you about the do's and don'ts of performing a speech, how to gesture, how to use body language, voice, volume, tone, tempo and pitch, and so on. Here is the problem. I don't believe there is one right way to perform. If there was one right way to present a speech, then all speakers would look and sound the same, like politicians who have been groomed for the national press. You are not running for office. You are not trying to win an election. You are on stage to relay the message of you. Your speech is the unique expression of your message of you, and if you truly believe in your message, then it doesn't matter if you stutter, mispronounce words, stand perfectly still, or gesticulate like an air traffic controller. It's weird, right? We're 19, but I didn't know what happened. I just got in there, and from both of the sides, she also loves me. It's a pretty weird, but it's okay. Okay. If you doesn't matter, man. Age doesn't matter. If you found, because love doesn't see age. Okay. Yeah. Traffic controller. If you are speaking from your heart, then you are presenting your speech. Oh, everything is weird. What BPT is doing? It's alright. Speech the right way, even if you use language that is grammatically incorrect. Speeches are not written to be great literary prose. They are written to be spoken aloud speeches, and in the authentic style of the speaker. Professional speaker Jane Robertson is from South Carolina. Smart crew. Okay, South Carolina, and her speech is full of yells. Oh, yells. Wise means yells. Oh, full of yells, and Melpia. Melpia, may I help you? Melpia, may I help you? Okay. Her colloquialisms. Her colloquialisms authentically reflect her personality and make her speech appealing.
Still like the strudel?
Nobody lacks a phony.
I like that strudel.
Yeah, so this love happened from both of us.
Hey, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the right. What do you say?
She was also passionate about this, and I was.
Proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah, what happened? I ran out of beer. What kind of underwear you got?
Okay, chapter 16.
I
Eh?
won't tell nobody. I got black shorts and a double X here. You know what I'm saying? You know. No, I'm kidding. Gotta wrap it up.
Nobody lacks a phony. In 2004, Dr. Howard Dean was running for the Democratic nomination for President of the United States. At the beginning of the primary, he had headed to the top of the Democratic ticket with his message of taking back the White House, but his stable at being the Democratic candidate was doomed by one speech, and it wasn't anything he said, but rather how he said it. After losing the Iowa primary, he came out to speak to his following. He started getting worked up and ended up ranting, shouting, and presenting what would later become his infamous scream speech. The next day, the press labeled him angry and out of control. The label stuck, and his campaign fell apart.
Hey, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the right. What do you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah. What happened? I ran out of beer. What kind of underwear you got?
Watching his speech years later, I realized that it wasn't really that he was angry. It was that he was inauthentic. Perhaps he hadn't gotten enough sleep, or was so disappointed with his election results that he thought it was necessary to pile on the enthusiasm to an extreme degree, but rather than being authentic to the moment, he perhaps overcompensated and pushed a performance that sunk his bid for the presidency. Audiences will forgive everything but phoniness, sounding literary, or using big treasures words you would never use when talking to friends. These things just won't fly with an audience. Imagine if a high school English teacher got hold to Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I Have a Dream" speech. That teacher might have marked his pages. Means I can think of something while doing present work.
How you doing?
Okay, I can solve any problem by doing current work.
I ran out of beer. What kind of underwear you got?
Marked his page in red and exclaimed, "Redundant speeches are meant to be experienced." When a speaker fills each moment with passion, connects with his or her message, that creates a rhythm, a tone, and a movement that powerfully engages an audience. Moving from paper to performance requires passion. Yes.
How you doing, Lillian? Still like the strudel? Look at her. Oh, yeah, I like that strudel. Come on in here in the ring. Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Hey, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the ring. What do you say? Never mind. How you doing?
When I say passion, I don't mean louder and bigger. So many people feel they have to be full of energy, dramatic, or fast talking. I used to think that for people to enjoy my presentations, I had to move around the stage a lot. Watching my early work is painful beyond belief. I bounce around the stage like I'm running an aerobic class. I must have given whiplash to people just trying to watch me, just trying to watch me. All inauthentic movement, voice modulations, fakeness,
Never mind. How you doing?
and his, and histrionics and histrionics come from the disassociation of being in the moment with the truth of who you are and the message of you. If you express your passion by whispering, shouting, moving, or being still, it doesn't matter. Your belief in what
Hell yeah.
your belief in what you in what you say will determine, yeah, okay, your belief in what you say will determine your own unique style of performing. Yes.
Like I said, yeah, I like that judo. So they come over there in the ring. Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Hey, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the ring. What'd you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah. What happened? I ran out of beer.
Okay, performing. You can't even look to other speakers to find your performance style because that would be mimicry. But you can't. But you can check YouTube. Okay, you can check YouTube for speaking videos to see the vast range of delivery techniques. The late Apple CEO Steve Jobs, yes, my love, slowly wandered around the stage when he gave his famous speeches announcing a new Apple product. Storyteller and comic Bill Cosby performs sitting in a chair. Okay, physicist,
Never mind. How you doing?
physicist and cosmologist Stephen Hawking is captivating. Okay, physicist and cosmologist Stephen Hawking, okay, is captivating even though he can't use his voice or move his muscle. Okay, it is only fear and self-doubt that will tell you that you need to be something different than you are. So the first step to creating a dynamic performance is simply to own your message and accept who you are. Yes.
Man, help her in the ring. What'd you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah. What happened? I ran out
Own your message. When I began my comedy career, I got a call.
just between me and
I got a call from a booker who told me he hated my act. Judy, I don't think you are funny. Actually, your manager said if I ever wanted to work with his other clients, I had to book you. Ouch. The gig was that night. How was I to step on stage when my confidence had been so shaken? I was freaking out. I decided to take my act out for a walk. I broke up my act into small portions and recited each portion as I walked, asking myself, do I like that material? If I heard someone else say that material, would I find it relatable? I had walked about 2 miles, but 2 miles by the time I was finished going through my 20-minute act. I was finished going through my 20-minute act. There were a few pieces that felt awkward to me. So I cut them.
Still like the strudel? Look at her. Oh, yeah, I like that strudel. Come on in here.
So I cut them, but the rest I kept because no matter what another person said, I lacked my material. That night I had a home run backstage. The guy who hated my act pulled me aside and to apologize. He then told me the truth. His wife had just filed for a divorce and I looked like her. Go figure. Go figure. Oh my God.
Oh, hell yeah.
Confident. Oh. What gave me the courage to stick with my material was my passion. Yes, was my passion.
Lillian. Still like the strudel?
For what I had to say.
I like that strudel. Lillian, come on in here in the rain.
The passion you have for the message of you connects you to your audience. Yes.
Come with the boat tour? Yeah, what happened? I ran out of beer.
It is the passion that moves the audience. It is passion that drives your speech and gives you the confidence to perform and gives you your tone. Your physicality and your style. Here is the thing. If you took the time to research your audience and followed directions, you have a pretty good chance of creating a speech that will inspire. But no matter how hard you work, not everyone will like your speech. In the end, there is only one person that has to love your speech. That's you. Trust your instincts. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
I got black doors in
And yes, ma'am.
You know what I'm You know. No, I'm kidding. Gotta wrap it up.
Yes, gentlemen. And yes, gentlemen.
Beer? Take me drink a beer. Oh,
Exercise. Take your speech for 6 rewrite walks. Take your speech for 6 rewrite walks. You need to go for 6 walks. Take each section of your speech out for a walk. The opening, the problem section, the heart story, etc. Speak each portion of your speech out loud, imagining your audience as you walk. I like to walk with a Bluetooth headset in my ear, so I won't look like a mad woman ranting and raving to herself. Ask yourself about each section.
hell yeah.
So these 3 goes inside that. Okay. Does your material feel comfortable to you?
Still like the strudel? Look at her. Oh, yeah, I like that strudel. Come on in here in the rain.
Have you picked the right stories? Do your stories serve your message?
Almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her?
Nobody dies listening to a speech. The beautiful part of writing is that you don't have to get it right the first time. Unlike, say, a brain surgeon, you can always do it better. Does your material feel comfortable to you? Have you picked the right stories? Do your stories serve your message? Is any material awkward? If you find there is a piece of your speech that you just can't wrap your lips around, cut it. That's right. Get rid of it.
Say, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the
If you find there is a piece of your speech
proposed to her.
that
You almost proposed to her?
that you just can't wrap your lips around, cut it. Yeah, that's right. Get rid of it. There is a reason you can't memorize or say it. You probably don't want to say it.
I got black doors
Yeah. Very often, material that is forced, weird, or uncomfortable might seem like a good idea when you wrote, but getting your speech up on its feet will reveal the parts of the speech that don't belong. Can't remember
How you doing,
it,
Lillian?
then cut it.
You still like the strudel? Look at her. Oh, yeah, I like that strudel. Lillian, come on in.
Oh yes, that is related to that. 100% related to that.
Help her in the right. What did you say? Never mind.
It's fear, and
Our last week.
I fucked up every fear forever.
What kind of underwear you got?
Are your stories authentic? Do you still contain meaning meaning for you? Do you still feel emotion as you speak the words? Are you expressing your thoughts in a clear, simple way?
Hell yeah.
Make the changes in your speech you need to make. If you need to break some rules, then break them. You in the end you are not writing a Judy Carter approved speech. You are writing your message of you, and
Hey, be a gentleman.
you are the expert about you. Yes.
How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed.
Don't over
What happened? I ran out of beer.
don't over rehearse.
What kind of underwear you
Don't over rehearse. There comes a time when you know your act, but keep rehearsing it out of fear
got? Jones in the double
of forgetting material. Okay, this is a big thing, man.
Gotta wrap it up for a while now. You want to drink some beer? Let's drink a beer.
Know your intent.
Oh, yeah.
Know your intent, yes, but not necessarily the words. It's okay. That's what I'm. Intent. I want to say what I want to say. I'll say.
You still like the strudel?
It's okay not to know it perfectly. No one is going to say, well, you were really insightful, but
Never mind.
you left out a line. Memorize it well enough,
I ran out of beer.
but also know how to go off script so you can swing with the moment. Yes, ma'am.
I won't tell nobody. I got black Jordans and the double X. You know what I mean? You know. No, I'm kidding. Gotta wrap it up in a little while now.
So now that you have reworked and rewritten your speech, cutting anything that feels forced, inauthentic, or just plain weird, the next step is to focus on memorizing and rehearsing. Memorizing your speech without sounding like you have memorized your speech. Speaking
How you doing?
Speaking is not about memorizing your speech exactly and having every gesture and movement rehearsed. With that said, if you bring your notes on stage and read from them, that's not called speaking. That's not called speaking. That's called reading. Oh. That's called reading.
Beer? Let's drink a beer. Oh, hell yeah.
That's called reading. Great man.
How you doing, Lillian? You still like the strudel? Look at her. Oh, yeah, I like that. You still like the strudel? Look at her. Oh, yeah, I like that strudel. Lillian, come on in here in the ring. Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. I was going to say, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the ring. What did you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah. What happened? I ran out of beer.
Called reading. Yeah.
Where you got?
If you want to be highly 44. If you want to be a highly paid professional speaker, you can't hide behind a podium. Whoa. Behind a podium. Like Mr. Sinuji, it's
Hell yeah.
Sinuji Singh, great speaker. Right. Reading her speech, we connect to audience. Connect to audiences with our words, expressions, emotions, and body language.
Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Say,
If your if
what'd you say?
if your body is hidden behind a podium,
Proposed to her last week.
you are
Proposed to her?
you are a talking head.
Ran out of beer.
Yes,
What color underwear you got?
there should be nothing between you and the audience.
Oh, no, buddy.
No podium.
Doors and a double X, if you know what I'm saying. You know. No, I'm kidding.
No podium.
Wrap it up in a little while now. Wanna drink some beer? Hey, we drink a beer.
No podium.
Hell yeah.
No papers. Oh my God. No post. No post. It's no papers. No post. No post. It's no empty dance floor. No display table. Especially if you want to get laugh. We comics call the empty dance floor the valley of dead laughs. Yes,
What color underwear you got?
just like a dog sleeping between you and a spouse will prevent intimacy.
Black doors and a double X, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes,
No, I'm kidding.
the empty dance floor will isolate you.
You wanna drink some beer? Hey, we drink a beer. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that empty dance floor will isolate you from your audience. Isolate you from your audience. Don't allow it to happen.
How
Yes,
you doing, Lillian?
even if it feels safer to stand at that
Go
distance.
ahead, hold the rope.
At that distance. Great man.
What did you say? Never mind.
Great.
I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah. What happened?
Okay, I was booked for a conference where the author of an uber famous self-help book. Oh my gosh! Wow.
What you doing, mate? I won't tell nobody. I got black doors and a double X, if you know what I'm saying. You know. No.
Was scheduled to speak earlier in the day. I was such a
Drink some beer?
big fan of his book that I caught an earlier flight so I could hear him speak. I still arrived a bit late and had to rush to get to the event. I was so disappointed to see hordes of people streaming out as I ran toward the main ballroom. I asked a woman, "Did I miss the speaker?" She responded, "No, he is still on stage. I wish I had missed him."
Nobody. I got
Huh?
black doors and a double
I entered.
You know.
I wish.
Wrap it up.
I entered the room and saw his famous author reading his speech at a podium. He never even glanced up to look at his audience. If he had, he would have seen that half the people had already left. The remaining audience members were checking their email. Part of putting on a great performance is maintaining eye contact with your audience. Oh, yeah, my gosh.
What color underwear you got? Just between me. What you doing, mate? I won't tell nobody. I got black doors and a double X, if you know what I'm saying.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding. I gotta wrap it up in a little while now. Wanna drink some beer? Hey, we drink a beer. Oh, hell yeah.
Part of putting a great performance is maintaining eye contact with the audience. To do that, you have to rehearse and know your material.
How you doing,
Yes.
Lillian? You still like the strudel?
Think about what you have written as your bouncing off point as you get your speech up on its feet. Words, stories and ideas
Yeah, what happened? I ran out of beer.
will occur to you later with more experience under your belt, or if you have been at this for several years, you may feel comfortable mixing it up in the moment. Ideas might pop in your head as you are working, and I always suggest going with that moment. As long as your idea is G rated, it's fine to launch into another direction. React to
Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Say, be a gentleman, man. Help her to break. What do you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah. What happened? I ran out of beer.
no cousin at all. I don't blame you.
Just between me.
Okay. React to something someone says. But in order to get back on track, you must know your speech backward and forward. Knowing your speech actually leaves room for spontaneity, and spontaneity is key. Spontaneity reflects authenticity. Tinder,
How you doing, Lillian? You still like the strudel? Look at her.
Thin Rock,
Yeah, I
The
like
Rock,
that strudel.
and Thin.
Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Say, be a gentleman, man. Help her to break. What do you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed.
The Rock and Thin Rock. Ha 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 ha.
Beer.
The biggest fear my students have when performing is that they will forget their spiel. This fear leads them to possibly over memorize their speech, making them sound like a robo speaker. Oh wow. Performing a speech should be a fluid experience. Leaving room for spontaneity. On the other hand, some students don't rehearse it at all, making them
Yeah, I like that strudel. Come on in here. Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Say, be a gentleman, man. Help her to break. What do you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost
Shingar.
proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah. What happened? I ran out of beer.
wealth.
What color underwear you got?
She's
Just between me.
respectful wealth
I won't tell nobody. I got black Jordans in
of
there.
alls of forevers and forevers. Them look disorganized and lost. No matter how rehearsed you are, your speech will never go the way you rehearsed it in the shower. 44. In the shower, there will be unexpected disturbances that will happen. You will have to react in the moment. Cell phones will ring, microphones will short out, and audience members will ask surprising questions. Rehearsing a speech is a balance between knowing it and yet leaving room for inspiration. In performing a speech, we are not going for perfect, we are going for authentic. We are going for authentic. There are so many times I have over memorized my speech, delivered it absolutely perfectly,
How you doing, Lillian?
but
Still like the strudel?
but those are lackluster. But those are lackluster performances,
What do you say? Never mind. How you doing?
met with polite applause. My best performances usually happen when things go wrong. During one particular women's conference, there was a loud audio pop that scared me so badly I jumped. I couldn't ignore the distraction. I had to acknowledge it. I quipped. That sound was my Spanx bursting. The front row, better back up, as there is a tsunami of flesh coming your way.
Come on in here in the ring. Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Say, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the ring. What do you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah, what happened? I ran out of beer.
Okay, your way. The audience burst into laughter and applause. That moment was the best moment of my speech. It was real and the audience showed their appreciation. Learning to live in the moment is essential. These mistakes and detours from your content usually become the best part of your speech as it makes you alive in the moment. For me, it's a reflection of my core promise of turning problems into punchlines. But Judy,
Still like the strudel? Look at her.
but Judy, what do I do if I totally go blank?
Go ahead, hold the rope.
In spite of what you might think, losing your place of going blank for a moment or two will not trigger the end of the world.
Where you got?
If you truly go blank, this simple technique works all the time, all the time.
Buddy, I got black doors in the double X, if you know what I'm saying.
Take a deep breath in and out. Take breathe in and out
Wanna drink some beer?
with no words.
Drink a beer.
I have seen this happen time and again. This happened time and again with my students. They lose their place and just stop talking.
Yeah, I like that strudel. Come on in here in the ring. Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Say, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the ring. What'd you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah, what happened? I ran out of beer. What color underwear you got? Just between me. Just between you and me.
Forgetting your speech.
I got black doors in the double X, if you know what I'm saying. You know. No, I'm kidding. Gotta wrap it up in a little while now. You want to drink some beer?
Oh my God. God bless you. God bless you.
Hell yeah.
Forgetting your speech. Chew gum. Come on. The moment might seem endless to them, but the audience never seems to notice. They take a deep breath and in and out, and their act always comes back. Sometimes they will admit that they lost their place, and that honesty guarantees them audience empathy. If you are still not convinced that a deep breath will save you, try these three other tips. Forgetting your speech. Chew gum. According to
How you doing, Lillian? Still like the strudel? Look at her. Yeah, I like that strudel. Lillian, come on in here in the ring.
good.
Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Say, be a gentleman.
Chew.
Help her in the ring. What'd you say? Never mind. How you doing?
Chew gum.
Her last week.
Life.
Proposed to her?
Chew gum. According to research,
I ran out of beer.
the act of chew gum right before
What color underwear you got?
your speech increases
Just between me
the flow of blood
body.
to your brain.
Doors in the double X, if you know what I'm saying. You know. No, I'm kidding. Gotta wrap it up in a little while now. You wanna drink some beer? Hey, we're drinking beer. Oh, hell yeah. How you doing, Lillian?
Okay,
Still like the
excuse me.
Look at her.
Researchers have shown that.
Come on in here in the ring.
Okay,
Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Say, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the ring. What'd you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last
okay. Researchers
Proposed to her?
have shown that people chew gum are able to concentrate more intently and remember new information better. Chew the sugar-free type of avoid a blood sugar spike. Don't forget to spit it out prior to going on stage. Hey, now come on, break the rules. Make something different. Come on, purple. It's a purple cow, okay? It's not It's purple cow, good smelling purple cow, good looking purple cow, not bad looking
How you doing, Lily?
and messy cow. Okay, so keep it in mind. Yeah, purple and good looking cow. Yeah, that means new, exciting. Okay, and yeah, it's useful. Obviously, cow is useful, right? So it's going to be new, exciting, useful. Yeah, novel, emotion, useful, unexpected.
I got black drawers and a double X, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay,
You know.
if you are still not convinced that a deep breath will save you, try these 3 other tips. Have a cheat sheet. Comics and musicians all use a cheat sheet, and so do speakers. All use a cheat sheet, and so do speakers. Get yourself on sheet of paper and a Sharpie and give each segment of your speech a short name such as problem, criteria, leadership, story. Do not try to write out your entire speech in small print as one look at that. Okay, with your adrenaline pumping, and you will be lost for your entire performance. A cheat sheet is a security blanket. You probably won't need to look at it. But many speakers find that it's comforting to know it's there. Yes, Mr. Durati was getting sometimes stuck, but he has given a good speech because while AI Fiesta, his new product of AI, of futuristic own support work app. So, because he was giving speeches on YouTube a lot of times, he has practiced a lot of times. That's why he has given great speech at that point of time. And at the end, what he motivated, it was a very great thing. It motivates everybody. It motivated everybody, me as well. Okay, and believe in yourself. Whatever you are doing, you can do. Whatever you are doing, you can do it. And one last thing, but not least, whatever you want to do, whatever you are doing, even though you are getting temporary defeat, failure, believe in yourself. You can do it 100%. Okay, all the best. Yeah, I love it. Come on, great. Give yourself visual clues matching your content. Some speakers use PowerPoint along with their speeches. Many speakers misuse PowerPoint by having their entire speech written upon boring slides. This is a huge mistake, as forcing people to read your speech will disconnect them from you. Steve Jobs would project pictures to set a mood. For those speakers who are more visually than auditory oriented, a slide can provide an excellent clue as to what's next, as long as you don't make them wordy. Okay, birdie say, right? Sebre said. Okay, deliver different part. It's a wording. They deliver different parts of your speech in different physical places. Speaker Darren Lacroix used this technique to win the 2001 Toastmasters Championship. He had certain places on stage where he delivered different parts of his speech. So different part. Okay, so different parts of the stage represented different parts of his speech. Walking to a part of the stage jolted his memory to that part of his speech. Tightrope walkers understand that mistakes are more entertaining than perfection. Apparently, walking a tightrope is not so hard, and the pros knows that walking across a rope is only interesting if it looks as if they might lose their balance and fall. That's how they make an audience gasp.
That's what I'm doing, man. I won't tell nobody. I got black drawers in the double X, if you know what I'm saying. You know. No, I'm kidding. Gotta wrap it up in a
Gasp by teetering on one foot, wobbling and then triumphantly it is reaching the other side. The perfect is boring. Oh my God.
Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Say, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the ring. What did you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her?
Let's do good, but
I ran out of beer.
too good is boring. Okay,
Go
yeah.
to where you got.
So other side, perfect is boring. Risk taking, having real moments of not knowing what's next, and then finding it will make you a captivating speaker to watch. Right. See, so I was giving a new speech to a college on Buddhism and comedy. When I stepped on stage, I put my notes down and accidentally knocked over my coffee, spilling it all over my notes, making them unreadable, and had to acknowledge what I would done. So I quipped. I had prepared a wonderful speech on Buddhism, which I wrote out beautifully. Every point was so well illustrated. I held up my coffee stained notes. They are now unreadable. See,
The strudel. Look at her. Yeah, I like that strudel. Come on in here in the ring.
first seek to understand.
Be a gentleman, man. Help her in the ring.
First seek to understand, then to be understood. Okay, so first understand to your opponent. First understand to your in front person. Okay, to others. Then make them understand what you are thinking.
I won't tell nobody. I got black drawers in the double X.
And both should understand, man. Make a capable moment for both of them. Who is more capable?
I'll drink some beer. Next.
They are now unreadable, as Buddhism teaches us that the human that's good that the human conditioning is suffering. I agree, and we must go within to find truth. Throwing away my notes. I'm going to now go within and find my speech. Here's applause and laughs. Oh my God.
I won't tell nobody. I got black drawers in the double X, if you know what I'm saying. You know. No, I'm kidding. Gotta wrap it up in a little while now. I'll drink some beer. Next.
Laugh.
Drink a beer.
You might be wondering, so do you then take that accident and make it happen each time? No, I wouldn't suggest that. You can't try to.
How you doing, Lillian?
You can't try to recreate that magic moment.
Look at
The new audience will smell the setup and have a harder time believing you are what you say you are. But you can use that mistake by turning it into an opening story for other speeches. So just remember, when things go wrong, all you have to do is be true to the moment. Admit your flaws and move on. However, if your speech becomes a constant stream of getting lost, missed audio cues, your PowerPoint not working, then you are clearly not prepared.
I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah. What happened? I ran out of beer. What color underwear you got? Just between me.
Exercise, visualize to memorize. Exercise. Visualize to memorize. Memorize your speech using the technique athletes use, visualization.
Wanna drink some beer? Better we drink a beer. Oh, hell yeah.
Wow. Before competing in an event, athletes visualize themselves, winning. Yes.
Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Hey, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the ring.
Watch Olympic snowboarders before they drop into a run. They close their eyes
I ran out of beer.
and imagine their body going through each and every turn. They twist and turn while standing on the ground.
I got black.
They let their body practice the motion.
No, I'm kidding. Gotta wrap it up for a while now.
Wow.
You wanna drink some beer? Better we drink a beer. Oh, hell yeah.
He's a fan of it, right?
How you doing, Lillian? You still like the strudel? Look at her. Yeah,
He's
I like that strudel. Lillian, come on in here in the ring. Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Hey, be a
fan
gentleman,
of.
man. Help her in the ring. What'd you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah. What happened? I ran out of beer.
He's a fan of visualization. Yes.
Just between me. What are you doing, me? I won't tell nobody. I got black drawers and a double X, if you know what I'm saying. You know. No, I'm kidding. Gotta wrap it up for a while now.
Yes. They close their eyes and imagine their body going through each and every turn. They twist and turn while standing on the ground. They let their body practice the motions. Speakers can use this technique. Close your eyes. Motions.
Like the strudel? Look at her. Oh, yeah, I like that strudel. Come on in here in the ring. Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Hey, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the ring. What'd you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah. What happened? I ran out of beer. What kind of underwear you got?
Okay. Smell the speech.
Just between me.
The best advice for memorizing anything is to study in a way that appeals to as many senses as you can. Be seeing, hearing, feeling, and even smelling your material. You reinforce it in your brain. Grace Fleming speaker on strategies for success. Speakers can use this technique. Close your eyes and imagine each step of your speech. Imagine yourself talking about the problem. Imagine yourself telling the story that qualifies you as an expert. Imagine yourself going through your action steps, and imagine telling your heart story and giving your call to action. Practice this visualization once each day. A great time to do so is in the shower.
You want to drink some beer?
Wow.
Drink a beer. Oh, hell yeah.
Once each day. A great time to do is in the shower. The key is repetition. The key is repetition.
You still like the strudel? Look at her.
If you visualize once a day and take your speech out of 6 walks,
Hey, be a gentleman.
you will remember the order of your speech.
You
Yes.
almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah.
To memorize or not to memorize your speech. John Kimday, professional speaker and humorist, suggests finding a balance between memorizing your speech and being impromptu. Certain parts of the speech should be more precisely memorized. You try to deliver the memorized parts exactly the same each time, but don't freeze. If you deviate a bit, you don't want to be a prisoner of a script. The areas that should be memorized are your opening,
Never mind. How you doing? I almost
your opening.
last week. You almost proposed to her?
It sets the stage and should be well worded, smithed, and rehearsed. One of the reasons there are many fans of memorization is that there is only one best way to saying something, and you need to spend time determining what that best phrasing is and memorize it as best you can.
How you doing, Lillian? You still like the strudel? Look at her. Oh, yeah, I like
Your humor, especially the punchline, the setup is very important. The punchline is critical. Mess up the words and you may kill the laugh. Your transitions. This is an area where I spend most of my rehearsal time. Great transitions are critical to the flow and organization of your talk. They help provide the roadmap that will tie the entire talk together for your listeners. Tie them up and make them watch the copy of the copy DVD of the copy DVD of
How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah. What happened?
copy of DVD copy of Marine, the copy of DVD Marine, tied up Rockies and Surgeon.
Black swords and the double X, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay, your idea outlined. You should have your key point outline memorized
Drink a beer. Oh, hell yeah.
to the point where you can recite them item for item, just as if you were reading it from a note card. This is the only thing I actually write on paper.
Never mind. How you doing?
Look around you. Have a look around you.
Almost proposed to her? Yeah. What happened? I ran out of beer.
Your closing, your call to action is probably the most important part of the talk. It should be precisely crafted for maximum impact. Must memorize moments.
You know? No, I'm kidding. I just gotta wrap it up in a little while now. You wanna drink some beer? Hey, we drink a beer. Oh,
With all that said, there are a few moments you absolutely must memorize. Memorize the first sentence of each chunk of your speech. This way, even if you draw a blank for a second, you know how to segue
hey, be a gentleman, man.
into the next section of your speech.
I almost proposed
You
to
know.
her last week. You almost proposed sir? Yeah, what happened?
No, your last line. You don't want to stumble over your ending.
Get between me. That's what you're doing, mate. I won't tell nobody. I got black doors and a double leg, if you know what I'm saying. You know. No, I'm kidding. Gotta wrap it up in a little while now. You want to drink some beer?
Memorize any comedy material as changing a word sometimes is the difference between a laugh and a stare.
How you doing, Lillian? Still like the strudel? Look at her. Oh, yeah, I like that strudel. Lillian, come on in here in the rain. Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Say, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the rain. What'd you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah, what happened? I ran out of beer.
Okay, memorize. Excuse me. Memorize any comedy material as changing a word sometimes in the difference between a laugh and a stare. Performing your stories. As we discussed in the comedy chapter, you don't want to retell your stories. You want to relive them. You want to act them out as if you are actually back in that moment, feeling the emotions, emoting. Wow.
Hold the rope. Say, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the rain. What'd you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah, what happened? I ran out of beer.
Do not, hey, listen.
What kind of underwear you
Yeah,
got?
take that and complete this, that, and one with.
I got black doors and a double legs, if you know what I'm saying.
Maybe I think I can.
No, I'm kidding.
Maybe I think I should. Right. Let's do it.
You want to drink some beer?
Emotion
Beer. Oh,
as a story unfolds. There is always magic in the first telling of a story, but often the magic vanishes in the second, third, and fourth telling. Why is that?
still like the strudel?
After that,
Oh, yeah, I like
this complete this
the rain.
fan
Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Say, be a gentleman.
and
Help her in the rain.
the rock
Never mind. How you doing?
shot. Okay.
I almost
Yeah.
proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her?
Yeah. After 3
What
days,
happened? I ran out of
complete
beer.
this.
What kind of underwear you got?
Win. Okay. And fan and then
I won't tell nobody.
the rock shot.
I got black doors and a double legs, if you know what I'm saying.
Thin rock shot. Also, the first time you tell a story, you are in the moment, picturing the people involved, and as a result, you get laughs. Usually, the second time you tell a story, you are probably doing what we call heading to the laugh.
Still like the strudel? Look at her. Oh, yeah, I like that strudel. Lily, come on in here in the rain.
Heading to the laugh.
Hey, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the rain. What'd you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah, what happened? I ran out of beer.
I think I should shoot a video of
What kind of underwear you got?
personal development as well. That will quick sessions of for this.
Black doors and a double leg.
Recommendations of books also, how to read, and then what a short thing you can do, that is a fruit.
You want to drink some beer?
Okay,
Hey, we
daily you can do daily for all of these things. Okay, as a normal human, it just need a desire or to make healthy happy life. Yes, and
the strudel? Look at her. Oh, yeah, I like that.
loving.
Lily, come on
Okay,
in here in the rain.
improved relationship and improved mindset.
How you doing? I almost
5.
proposed to her last week. You
For that, first vision board, what is that? And then,
ran out of beer.
okay, healthy, happy vision board, and then
What kind of underwear you got?
laugh. This means you are no longer in the story, but you are hoping to get the same reaction you got the first time. Yeah, in Hindi and in English both. All right.
Oh, hell yeah.
You got the first time you told the story, This projects a phoniness that will distance an audience from you. Picture the story and tell, perform and tell story and perform. Okay. Picture. Picture the story and perform it in present tense as if it's unfolding before your eyes. Your heart story should not be memorized word for word. Memorizing your heart story in that way will stunt its growth. A heart story is a living organism. While you are on stage, new images will crop up, and you could find yourself spontaneously acting out something your uncle said that you'd forgotten. Trust the work you have done through this book and know that the arc of the story is in you. Just be sure to memorize the last line, especially if it's a laugh line. Wow.
I got black swords and the devil next to me, you know what I'm saying? You know? No, I'm kidding. Just gotta wrap it up in a little while now. You wanna drink some beer? Next we drink a beer. Oh, hell yeah. How you doing, Lillian? You still like the strudel? Look at her. Oh, yeah, I like that strudel. Come on in here in the ring. Oh, go ahead, hold the rope.
Memorize the last line, especially if it's a laugh line.
I almost proposed that.
Two techniques that will help you really milk the performance of your heart story for all its worth are the squeezing time act out and the expanding time act out. The squeezing time act out. Sometimes you need to give the backstory so that the audience understands the circumstance in which the story takes place. Say Mark Travis,
How you doing, Lillian?
who specializes in coaching. One person plays and is the one person plays and is the author of directing feature films. Feature films and the film director's bag of tricks. Mark coaches actors how to condense them in a way to make a dramatic by condensing time into short phrases and breaking up the rhythm with repetitive sentences. Squeezing the clock is a great way to quickly give the audience your whole history in a few minutes of their time. It lets your audience understand your motivations and desires, and you will get some laughs just from the repetition of the words. Mark coaches comic Dana Gould on his one-person show Insomnia about how comedy saved his life and gave him an identity, and how it eventually led to him having a nervous breakdown while performing. It was important for the audience to understand his emotional state of mind, and the technique he used sounded like this.
Come on in here in the ring. Oh, go ahead, hold the rope. Say, be a gentleman, man. Help her in the ring. What'd you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed to her last week. You almost proposed to her? Yeah. What happened? I ran out of beer. What color underwear you got? Just between me. doing me. I won't tell nobody. I got black Jordans and the double X, if you know what I'm saying. You know. No, I'm kidding. Gotta wrap it up in a little while now.
Fly to NY, New York. Fly to New York. Tell a joke. Fly home. Fly to Seattle. Seattle. Okay. Tell a joke. Fly home. Why can't I get an agent? Meet Annie. Fly to Chicago. Tell a joke. Meet a waitress. Don't tell Anne. Don't tell Anne. Anne. Anna. Anna. Don't tell Anna. Anna. Fly home. Why can't I get on the Tonight Show? This technique can be used to condense time, whether it is a 10-year stretch or just a morning. In my speaking workshop, nurse Judy Oliverio tells the story of her very overwhelming morning using this technique.
How you doing, Lillian?
Using this technique.
Still like the strudel?
Join me for the day in the life of nurse. Does this look familiar? Call Bill.
Never mind.
Doctor, what can you do for you? Doctor, what can I do for you? I need the CT scan results. Oh yes, I will get you the CT scan results ASAP. I will be right back. Call Bill.
I got black
I'll be right back.
if you know what I'm saying.
Call Bill. Mrs. Smith, how can I help you this morning? How can I help you this morning?
Beers? Next we drink a beer. Oh, hell yeah.
Mrs. Smith, how can I help you with? How can I help you this morning? My mother wants vanilla pudding, not chocolate. Okay?
Still like the strudel? Look at her.
I will call the kitchen. Right back. Kitchen.
Oh, go ahead, hold the rope.
Be right back.
Help her in the right
Kitchen.
place.
Be right back. Call Bill.
I almost proposed to her last week. You almost
Mr. Depressed. What can Mr. Depressed? What can I do for you? What can I do for you? I need my antidepressant. I need my antidepressant. Depressant.
You know. No, I'm kidding.
I need my antidepressant, depressants, and my pain medications. I hurt so much. What is your pain level from 0 to 10? 12. Mine too. And it's only 8 to 8:15 in the morning. Okay.
Still like the strudel? Look at her. Yeah, I like that strudel. Come on in here in the rain.
Ever felt like you?
Be a gentleman, man. Help her in the rain. What'd you say? Never mind. How you doing? I almost proposed.
Ever felt like you just worked a 12-hour shift in 59 minutes?
What color underwear you got?
Remember,
Just between me. You and me. I won't tell nobody. I got black Jordans and the double X, if you know what I'm saying. You know. No, I'm kidding. Gotta wrap it up in a little while now. You want to drink some beer? Next we drink a beer. Oh, hell yeah.
and remember, never rehearse your act without emotion. Yeah, always picture what you are saying, as it will make your material more dynamic and immediate. Don't practice in front of a mirror. Oh yeah,
Hey, be a gentleman, man. Help her.
you told me before some time. All right.
Proposed to her last
Don't practice in front of a mirror. You won't be looking at yourself when you perform. So don't do it while you're rehearsed. You can do this actually. It works, man. Okay. But
I got black Jordans.
better than this, 100 times better than this. You can say 10 times better than this. You can practice imagining. Just open a camera of your YouTube and imagine that in front of you a lot of audience, and keep that image inside your brain, and you are performing well. Imagine this as well. And better still, you can go somewhere else. It's where communities are there. Okay, a church, like non-profit organizations, you can go and give your speech there. That will change a lot.
What color underwear you got?
Right. And keep your eye contact always, daily, forever. Practice this performance technique by first finding a phrase you can repeat that relates to your core promise. For instance, if you are speaking about a tough time in your sales career, the phrase might be lost another sale. If you are speaking on relationships, got dumped again. If you are speaking on a time in your life when your finances weren't so good, the phrase could be bill collector called. The essence of this performance technique is to be in the moment and physically act out the sequence. Exercise: squeeze the clock. Try this technique in two ways. 1. Condense a long period of time. Pick a bad year that led up to an emotional event such as a relationship breakup, finally finding love after a bad string of bad dates, watching yourself get poorer and poorer, or even a year of watching your company go down the tube. Write out the year using short sentences with a repeating phrase.
I got black doors in the double X. You know what I'm saying?
To condense a day. Now, do the same exercise in condensing a bad day, making sure your repetitive phrase refers to your core promise. For example, if your speech is on emotional eating, a day could go like this: got up and ate a reasonable diet breakfast, saw I had 200 emails, ate a bagel, got into my car and was in traffic, ate jelly beans, my boss yelled at me, ate Hershey Kisses, called my mother and she yelled at me, ate pasta, watched the news and got depressed, ate caramel corn. Wow. Then ate caramel corn. The expanding time act out. Have you ever had an experience in your life when time stood still? Many people who have been in an accident describe it as everything moving in slow motion, while they seem to take in thousands of details in 2 seconds. That too. Movie makers have long used his technique of expanding time, where they use 1 entire minute of movie time to show what happens in 1 second of real time.
Rocco's Living Garcia. How you doing, honey? Uh-oh. Still like the strudel? Rocco's Living Garcia.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, Stacy.
I got some cookies here for you.
I noticed that. You mind?
No, what?
I love cookies. Good.
Yeah.
I like them. You mind?
No, it's
I
more.
love them, man.
Go ahead. Take a lot. Take a lot.
You mind?
No.
You're great.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Hey, Deborah.
What are you doing?
What's going on? Mr. Canada, get some coffee.
Oh, I'm drinking coffee.
Well, I missed you.
I feel better.
You can't cook at all. Horrible. I'm just drinking coffee. I just want to tell you, you look great tonight.
Hi, sweet.
Hey, Stacey.
See what?
He's here for you.
I noticed that. You mind?
What?
I love cookies.
The hell, man. Be respectful, man. Come on. 1 second of real time. This is also a useful technique.
You mind?
That's actually nice, but be respectful. Be safe.
What are you doing?
And healthy.
What's going on? Mr. Canada, get some coffee.
Oh, I'm drinking coffee.
Also a useful technique
Missed you.
to use when you come to your eureka moment in your heart story. Mark Travis says, in telling your story, you can use this technique to dramatize a critical moment in your talk. Go into slow motion and slow everything down and let the audience see what happens and feel what happens. For the expansion to really work, you need a trigger to send you into the expansion, and then you can go as deep as you want.
Hey, Deborah.
What are you doing?
What's going on? Mr. Canada, get some coffee.
Oh, I'm drinking coffee.
Well, I missed you. You okay?
I missed you.
You can't cook at all.
Yeah, okay.
Horrible.
For instance, WWE Pro Wrestler Mr.
You look great.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, 316.
Hi, Steve. I got some cookies here for you.
I noticed that.
Pro wrestler turned speaker John Morrison Hennigan. John Morrison Hennigan
Good?
talks about
You mind?
No, I'm not.
You're great.
the time he was bullied in 7th grade. This bully backs me into the corner and I'm thinking, oh my god, run. But I can't run. Oh no. Okay, I can't run. No. Oh no. No. Oh no. No. Oh no. No place to go. No place to go. Going to get beat up. Shaking, sweating, scared, so scared.
I noticed that. You mind? I love cookies.
According to Travis, there is always a trigger that brings the storyteller out of an expanded time moment. It's usually another character who says something that snaps the character out of his inner monologue. Then the bully says, give me your lunch money now, or you are dead meat. Oh my
You
god.
can't cook at all. Horrible.
Wow.
I'm just drinking coffee. I just want to tell you, you look great tonight.
In Morrison's story, this also sets up a huge laugh for him when he reveals it's Cindy from 10th grade. Her lip ring is practically touching my face. I see it's infected. Do I hit her? Do I run?
Hey, Deborah.
What are you doing?
What's going on?
I can't run. I'm going to get beat up by a girl.
Missed you.
And that's when I hear my friend Susan say, leave him alone. Candy,
I just want to tell you,
Candy, he is cool. Candy, he is cool. Mr. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
mind? I love cookies.
Thank you, brother. Heroic. Good. We met him there in Ripon Street. That's great. No, God bless him. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you very much.
Hey, Jumper.
Be your best natural self. But Tom Drew's presentation expert and founder of What Works Communications wants when you speak you want to be your best natural self. But if you are doing something that is genuinely distracting, then people are going to focus on that and not on your message. Record yourself and cut out any you knows us, and it's like as well as any weird gestures or movements. Don't let anything get in the way of your message. Exercise. Stretch the clock. Stretch the clock. Stretch the clock. Exercise. Stretch the clock. Use short staccato sentences when acting out the inner thoughts of a character. Always be in present tense. Use the expanding time technique on the peak, emotionally charged eureka moment of your story, and do a good acting job by conveying the emotion the character felt at the time in word. In other words, if the character is scared, be frightened when delivering the character's inner thoughts. Yes, man. Great. Okay. And videotape yourself doing your speech.